MeM Promotions. You know, a beautiful day, look, tennis courts over there. You know, I'm on Montpellier Gardens, Cheltenham, you know. So, you know, this is why I'm doing this multimedia thing. Well, this is not multimedia, this is why I'm doing this media thing, MEN, Making Ends Meet Promotions, and we tackle everything. But this is where I got the idea, and this is what I want to say. You know, so there's a lot of things going on in the community. You know, kids are fighting, people are going, you know what I mean? I don't mean this to offend anyone. You know what I mean? It breaks my heart. People are on drinking drugs and they're struggling. And when I was down the block in Cardiff for just under 2 months, I had this vision. I was reading the big book of AA, like, you know what I mean? And it was an old book, and a lot of people spent a lot of time there. A lot of people had wrote in this book, and then I wrote a book by Charles Dickens, and I read another book by him as well. You know, he wrote Oliver Twist and his mate, The Artful Dodger. But I read this book about him, and he was in the 18th century. He was a social reformist. So basically, he was offered massive money to become a politician and a big house and land and everything, and he turned it down because he said, I can do better by doing stuff on social problems, lower class, hangings back then, deportations, slums, illness, why people weren't getting the best out of life and quality. And there's no right or wrong no matter what I'm saying here now. So bring this up into modern days. So I got that vision when I was down the block. You know what I mean? When I spent time, that vision come to me, and I said to a friend on the phone, Todd Roberts, I said, I'm going to do this when I get out. I had this vision, and it's let me walk through the fire. So when I got out of prison, I was homeless for just under 3 months, and I was living in places where people were selling drugs, but I didn't pick up. Do you know what I mean? He was powerful, like, and I had, like, what someone else says, and I'm not over religious, a divine intervention, which is a miracle for me to go for that. And I live in the YM now, and I see people struggling on this. So this is what we're tackling. This is what MEM, Making Ends Meet, and it can mean anything. It can mean someone sorting their life out. It can be a girl or a boy. It can be someone from a social problem getting a better life. It can mean someone doing something for a charity. You know, life-changing events that help people, or looking at a problem that society's got and there's not funding in it. And if we can do anything, if we can promote any charity, if we can promote homelessness, if we can promote cost of living, if we youth empowerment, youth impact, youth development, we're going for it. Do you know what I mean? I don't care about money. This is no money for me. I don't care about money. I don't care about clothing. I don't care about food, because it all comes my way anyway, because I'm doing the next right thing. And anyone who's gone through a struggle at the moment, you just keep going, man. Because in hardship, what I had, when I was walking to probation, and it was a 10-mile walk. When I walk through hardship, comes great opportunities. Believe you me. And I know the stuff that people are going through, this horrendous. Do you know what I mean? I can't comprehend that. Do you know what I mean? But if I can help anyone, I'll help anyone. So we're making ends meet. We're MEM, with the People's Promotion. We won't stop and we can't stop. Like I say, we can't stop and we won't stop. I'll say it again. And nothing can hold us down. And we will be heard, and I'll get it out. And if you've got a story, if you're a boxer, or if you're someone that's to do for charity, or something that's going to help anyone else, please contact me, because we'll get the voice out there. We're the People's Promotion. Anything that we make, through anything, if we make it, will go to social reform. And that's charities, like I say, and that's homelessness, and that's stuff like cost of living. And I'll say it again, it's youth development, a big one for me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see the youth go to prison. I don't want to see them end up in drugs. I don't want to see them in gang fighting. Do you know what I mean? I want to see them live the best life that they can. Thank you, people. God bless.